Massive Red Sox news here on a Saturday night. Alex Cora fired by the Red Sox. Most of the coaching staff cleared out as well. Chad Tracy gets the jump up from AAA Worcester to be the interim. Andrew Bailey appears to still be in the mix. Jason Varitek can be reassigned to a different role at a later date. And Craig Breslow will still remain as the chief baseball officer of the Boston Red Sox. Obviously, not a great start for the season, and almost becoming a really tough watch of a product the last few weeks the Red Sox have been, specifically with the offense, and really just failing to have thump in the order, not helping with Roman Anthony out of the lineup the last few days. But this is obviously part of a much bigger picture here, and we'll start with the Alex Cora side. I don't see a ton going in a different direction for the Red Sox in terms of performance, in terms of what this team's going to be in 2026. I think from the Cora angle, obviously he was in the middle of an extended contract. His deal ran through the end of 2027. This is a scenario where if Boston really wanted a shakeup in voice or felt like Cora's shelf life had kind of run its term, again, he had been here since 2018, the quick gap in 20 after the Astros saga had come out and going with Renicky in 20, Cora comes back in 21. That's the only real reason you can really validate the move on from Alex Cora, because I think a lot of people can look at the issues with the current Red Sox and understand that I'm not really sure what else Alex Cora was supposed to do with this group. He's been given some rosters the last few years that have been really tough, specifically in that stretch of 22, 23, 24, and on the lineup side in the start of 2026. The issues with the Red Sox right now are clearly roster-based. I don't think anybody's going to come out and say that this was an Alex Cora issue or that he's at the top of the list of problems for why this team, even after the win Saturday, is 7 or 8 games below 500. This is clearly a roster issue, but if the Red Sox felt that they needed that massive of a change of voice, then that comes with it. And obviously that is what goes on in a massive staff change, which is pretty insane to see, especially not only in the middle of the season, but this early. Like, you'll see managerial changes here and there in the first third of the season, but this level of a sweeping staff change is pretty nuts. As for Chad Tracy, the organization loves him, and a lot of these young guys that are going to be, at his control of the roster, and Marcelo and Roman and Rafael have all obviously been, guys that have worked with him in Worcester, and they've seen the last few years. Chad Epperson's also going to be coming out from Portland to take a role in the coaching staff as well. So on that sense, obviously it's a lot of experience with the young core of the team. That should be good to start this thing off. I think the other really important aspect of this is, too, that when we talk about, okay, this is a clear roster issue with the Red Sox, and where do they go from here? And why is Alex Cora the one kind of taking the fall for this? We kind of just went into that a little bit, but it's a very interesting mark for Craig Breslow, because there probably is an argument for him to be out of the picture as well. Here's the reason why he's not. The Red Sox obviously went through a couple of different changes in his position, whether you want to call it GM, Chief Baseball Officer, the last few years. That role's turned over a lot. Dave Dombrowski came in, built up a really great team, won a World Series, obviously 2019. There was a lot of financial implications. The team underperformed. He gets ousted. Chaim Bloom comes in, makes the Mookie Betts trade that he was basically forced to make, and doesn't really get to fulfill his vision in Boston of what the team was about to be. He leaves after 2023. That obviously created a little bit of a murkier hiring picture for the Red Sox before they got to Breslow, and it seems like he was not the first choice, but one that eventually came through later on the list. That has to be the only reason that Craig Breslow is still in his position as well, given the fact that if the Red Sox fire him now, which would be give or take about 2.5 years into his tenure, right around that same time that we talked about with Breslow or with Bloom and Dombrowski, it's a further image issue that the Red Sox would have at that role, and probably once again be hard to find someone in that again. I'm going to have way more thoughts on this probably on Monday morning and some more written notes on tomorrow, but wanted to get the immediate thoughts out there. Alex Cora out as Red Sox manager, Chad Tracy, the interim, and a lot that gets super, super interesting the rest of the 2026 season for the Red Sox.